Hey, Julie.
Hi, James. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the last video of Gimbalabs this year.
Woo, 2021. Yeah, because what is it? It's December 16th. This is our bi-weekly update, number 44. 2 weeks from now, it's going to be December 30th. And we should all take a break. We heard Doris say at a town hall yesterday that taking a break is part of the work.
Oh,
So
yes.
I agree with that idea.
Oh, me too.
And we didn't even want to just do the regular thing today. We wanted to share on this video just a little bit about our new website. Here it is, gimbalabs.com. Um,
Mm.
we've tried a few different things with branding over the last few months, and we're really excited about where we landed. So this is the homepage, and what you can see is there's a bunch of squares, rectangles with some content in them, of course, some other ones that fill in. And our goal is to just build up this scaffolding as we go along, right? So, like we've already been doing here in the first year of Gimbalabs in 2021, is just starting to bring people together, giving people a chance to learn together and seeing what happens, seeing where people end up. And as we continue to tell this story, this homepage is one place where we can continue to add to it. And there's a lot that we already need to add. This is very much like an MVP, but the content structure is there and we're really excited about it.
Mm.
Julie, we need you on the homepage. We have these little placeholders for Roberto and
I
me.
love to be in the background, you know that.
Oh my gosh, we're so lucky to have you there. So, right, you can see the calendar and the updates. So, this weekly update will be posted here after we record it today. And we've got a weekly event calendar that you can look at here. It should translate correctly to your time zone, and you can click through and see some of the details about where to find us.
Mm.
But what I really want to show everybody is the endpoints for this site. So there's a page for Dandelion, and there's documentation, and this will continue to grow. And when I click on full list of endpoints, here I am at the URL gimbalabs.com/dandelion endpoints. And here's each of the endpoints that currently exist. Okay. And we can click through any of these to learn more about it. A lot of this documentation that's currently here is still our first draft documentation, and we're really excited to add to this. That's one of our backlog of tasks is to continue building this out, but more on that in just a moment. Right.
Mm.
So we navigated to Dandelion there. I want to go home again, and if I click Start My Journey, now there's these other arms of our work: Plutus, Pioneers, Plutus project-based learning, starter kits, and playground. So if I go to the Plutus projects, you can see for now we have placeholders for our first few months of work, and we have different developers who have been part of the PPBL and supported the outcomes by creating these videos. But what I want you to notice is that the content structure is the same as those Dandelion endpoints, right?
Mm.
And same thing with starter kits. So these are the starter kits that exist so far. Same layout as Dandelion endpoints and Plutus PBL, a different color. And I click through,
Mm.
and here we are. Okay.
So starter kits are bits and pieces actually Gimbalabs was born with, right?
That's right. That was my original Catalyst proposal, was just to keep making
Mm-hmm.
these things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Mm-hmm.
met you and we started dreaming big. Okay. Now the key here though is I want people to recognize, right? At the entry point, we've got this growing scaffolding, and this page is going to keep telling the story. And then we've got these URLs, whether they're Dandelion or starter kits or Plutus project-based learning or anything in the growing library, right? Each one of these generates an easily linkable URL that hopefully tells the story. What am I looking at right now? Dandelion endpoints. Which one? Postgres, right? If I want to think about a starter kit, all right, where am I? Well, I'm in PBL starter kit number 9, right? Maybe we could make that URL better by giving that a name. It's always a challenge organizing content. Now, how does all this fit together? Well, in our public repo for this project, this is the new site, right? Anybody's free to browse this and kind of see how the content fits together. But in the data folder, you can see all of these endpoint pages that I just shared with you. So Dandelion, right? Let's go find that list again. I could also be using the menu to navigate, right? But what are there? There's these 8 different endpoints to our website. And that's exactly what you see here in the folder. And each of these is just a markdown file, okay? And it's got a little bit of metadata up at the top. This is how our website works. A link to an image, right? Actually, this is all metadata up here. And then the content of the page. But Markdown is very familiar to developers and people who read on GitHub or GitLab how different software packages work. And it's a relatively approachable way to write documentation. And so what we've tried to do here is build a website where anybody can start to contribute documentation. Hey, did you do something great at Playground? Throw a markdown file at us, and now you'll have a URL on our website. Right? You like the idea of starter kits and want to make one about something that you've built or something that you've learned? Okay, here's the format. Throw a markdown file at us, and we'll merge it into our project. And just like that, you'll see it on PBL/CSK. Okay, so we're really excited to have built this scaffolding for the ongoing work that we're going to be doing in the months and the years to come of building educational resources, sharing them with the community, but most importantly, giving people new ways to engage and kind of share out what they're doing. That's the content system. There's more. You can click around to discover some other things on the site. But I wanted to show you the entry point and the end point as an invitation to start thinking about what you might want to contribute to something like this, or at least this gives people an easy access to at least find the content that we have here. What do you think, partner?
I like it. I mean, and it reflects actually this vision of what we placed, I think, in the first page. It's very much aligned on enabling everyone to build on Cardano and also be able to share and integrate and make this journey, what we have started and our community and our teams are growing, being part of this, inviting anyone who wants to be there, just be with us. So one of our core values that we already even live within our internet presence. I really think this is different, right?
Me too. Yeah, I'm really happy about this, and I'm excited. You know what? I've already started taking screenshots. I took a screenshot of what this looks like now, and I'm just
Nice.
excited to let it grow over time.
Evolving.
Yeah. So in January at a playground meeting, we'll have a call to action, and we'll show people how to add their own little message here if they want to throw it up here, and I guess there'll have to be some light editorializing there. We don't want this to turn into like a board, right? Something that really helps send the message and keeps exposing projects and ideas that are worth sharing with the world.
Yeah. Great.
So
that's our update. Hey, do we have some shout outs?
Oh, we always have shout outs, but I didn't have time to make a deck today.
No, just do it. Let's do it like improvised.
Well, I mean, so
to
year,
everyone.
right? I mean, so the pressure's on to come up with the perfect year-end list. But I want to give shout outs to the core team who's been building. Randall and Piotr and OCG have been building NFT infrastructure. Our partner Roberto has been continuing to devise both the tokenomics and the technical capability for Dandelion to come to life, especially as a distributed network. Um, we don't shout out each other often enough, so starting there is really important. Um, Want to shout out Adriano, who's been working with Roberto to build up the new Catapult tool. More on that to come. He's been testing it and has done a few Twitter spaces talking about it. So we'll continue to see that one roll out. Um, and I want to shout out the Catalyst team for giving us a space to find each other and to build this team. And there's a lot of people doing the administrative work of keeping that thing going. And as always, to Dor for the visionary work. What he shared about Anti-Fragile a couple of weeks ago, and just about his year-end update was really helpful to me the last couple Wednesdays. What do you have?
I like it. I couldn't add more. I think doing what you love and be passionate about that is the best thing that can happen to you. Be in the space, and I mean with you, everyone who is here in the space and feels that way. So this is a pressure. This is fortunate, and let's make it even more sustainable in the future. That's what I wish for all of us.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a really exhausting year. You
Oh
know,
yes.
it's really hard, and we all know this, and we see it on each other's faces too, right?
Mm.
Just we know there's good work to be done. Uh, it's never finished, so we need to take care of each other, encourage each other, be gentle on ourselves, so we can keep doing this for the long term.
Yeah, exactly. Taking care of us.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, Slice Keeper, game changer. Yes, if you put a little ADA in your game changer wallet, you can actually mint NFTs from directly inside of it. Um, I recommend going to Game Changer's test net environment, especially if you've never done it before. And I think that's just testnet.gamechanger.finance. But let me check here. Maybe it's /testnet. Here we go. Testnet
Looks
wallet.
good.
There it is, right? So I recommend playing with this. If you don't have any testnet ADA, you can actually get some. Just Google the term Cardano testnet faucet. Yeah, and that works too. Exactly. So we showed you Slice Keeper in that starter kit. Just how to get that intro package of not only test ADA, but also a couple of NFTs. You can kind of play around with them and learn how to mint. The one thing to keep in mind is that we're still developing the best and safest way to log in to Game Changer. Okay, so right now, if I want to start a session, I would have to import a wallet every time, and this will be stored locally in my browser, my mnemonics. Well, even the mnemonics aren't stored. It's more accurate to say this will store basically my authentication to the blockchain. Okay, but you can drop in if you have mnemonics from Daedalus or from Yoroi or from some other wallet. You can drop them right here and you can see those balances directly in Game Changer. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you have more than 20 or 58 or something. But if you have just a little bit in a wallet, you can go in, you can play with this directly on mainnet and try minting a few things and learn how to use it. Just don't use it for your savings quite yet. Much more to come with Game Changer. It's amazing what Adriano and the team are doing to bring this thing to life. And yeah, everybody totally recommend everybody go in here, make a testnet wallet, and play around with it.
Nice. So,
So happy New Year, partner.
Happy
Happy
New Year,
holidays.
partner.
I'll see you again.
Oh, of course. Tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Bye
Um,
bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you soon.